Hi guys, welcome to another video from Mobile Gaming, and today I want to talk about Extermination. No, not what I have to do every weekend when I clear out my man cave, but a 2001 PS2 game. Fond memories abound for this particular game for me. It was one of the first PS2 games I ever bought. I think it was like the 4th or 5th. I think I got like 3 with it, and then that was like the second one I ever bought afterwards. I think it was X Squad, the first one. That was a mistake. Don't buy that. But Extermination is, well, it is called in some circles a Resident Evil clone, and for pretty good reasons, to be fair. It's kind of like a cross between Resident Evil and The Thing, which ticks a lot of my boxes, to be fair with you. So you play Dennis Riley, a Special Forces operative in the US Marine Corps. And you guys are sent into a lab that is issued a distress call. You don't know much more about it, but obviously there's going to be some horrible squicky things in there. And there are. And it's great. I mean, the lab is basically surrounded by frozen tundra, so you've got all the snow and ice surrounding you, which is very famous. Sorry if you can hear weird noises. It is raining like a motherfucker outside. So if you can hear that, sorry. Can't do much about that. I'm not God, even though I should be. Anyway, moving on. So you're coming on a C-17 and something goes wrong and you crash and splits up the team and you get in the base through the air vents. And it's actually really nicely done. It doesn't have tank controls per se like Resident Evil. When you're moving around, it's all just free-flowing. When you go into an aiming mode, it does sort of have the tank controls. There are actually 2 aiming modes. So the first one is a third-person over-the-shoulder one with a laser sight, and the second one is a first-person one. And the first-person one is affected by different scopes you can fit to your weapons, which leads me nicely onto your weapon. You have a knife and a rifle, and that is it. But it's not just any rifle. Oh no, it is a super-duper customizable rifle. So you can put a shotgun underneath it, different scopes on it, different muzzles, stuff like that. So you can vary it up quite nicely, and you will need to vary it up as you go into different areas and environments and face different bad guys for doing maximum damage with the best weapons. Ammo is quite scarce. There are unlimited ammo refill points, but they're pretty sparsely put in there, I must say. Now, it's an old game. It was one of the first games to come out on a PlayStation 2. Well, probably not numerically, but certainly from a date standpoint. So it can be a bit clunky. The camera can be an arsehole sometimes because it doesn't move with you, or doesn't. I mean, if you like look one way, the camera won't sort of slowly rotate to your viewpoint. You need to tap the aim button and it will just like swing around to behind you, and you find yourself doing that quite a lot. The bad guys are all highly squishy things. I think I'll only capture like early game footage because obviously I want you to play this thing because it's great. I mean, on eBay I think it goes for around $10, £10, somewhere around there. So not entirely difficult to get hold of, and you know there are other ways to get hold of it if you're unscrupulous. You also have 2 health bars essentially. You have a health bar as you would think of a health bar, and then you have an infection meter. And what happens is, when you get attacked by the ooey gooeys, they don't just damage you, but they infect you as well. And as soon as that infection meter hits 100%, you start losing health. And things that wouldn't have normally damaged you now will, like pools of goo and stuff like that. So you've got that, and then if you die, well, at 100% infected, you turn into a big globby creature, and it's game over. So, yeah, don't do that. The main character Dennis has a lot of facility. He can hang from ceilings, he can run about, climb stuff. He has a knife which functions as like your weak attack. Well, it has weak and strong attacks, but you know, compared to a gun it's weak. For smashing boxes and taking out the little bad guys and stuff. There are save points to be had. There's an interesting battery mechanic. So you get a battery right at the start of the game which has like I think 6 blocks in it initially. And you use that to operate different machinery. So like a save point would take like 2 blocks, say. I can't remember off the top of my head, I think it's 2. But like doing something else, like activating a piece of equipment may take 4. And you need to recharge your battery after you've used the 6 blocks. So it's a nice sort of amalgamation of a lot of the mechanics that you would find that were separate in like Resident Evil. Like you'd have typewriter ribbons to save, and then you would have like various puzzle pieces. But in this, it's just like finding a place to pop your battery in most of the time. There are objects you need to find, obviously. It's not that simple for everything, but it does eliminate a lot of the back and forth. Although it is a Resident Evil game, so there will be... Oh, it's not a Resident Evil game. I've done it myself. Look at that. It's a Resident Evil type game, so you will be doing a lot of back and forth anyway. You will get to know the base layout pretty well. I'm not going to spoil it too much for you because, as I said, it's good and it's worth playing. I mean, it's 21 years old. It came out in 2001, so people that play it now, having been used to like the newer Resident Evils, like the remakes, are going to be like, "Ooh, it's a bit clunky, ain't it?" And yeah, you wouldn't be wrong. It is a bit clunky. But it doesn't stop it from being a game that's well worth playing. Even the soundtrack has elements of the thing. There's like a distinct sort of like Ennio Morricone vibe to it. So Resident Evil and the Thing put together, and I like it. And back when it came out, it blew my socks off from the graphical fidelity. I'm actually leaving the game recording till after I do the voiceover because I'm going to try and fuck around with it and get it to look great in the emulator. I am playing off my own disc, but I'm using the emulator to do it because it's a lot less of a fuck around than capturing via a console. So I'm going to try and get it looking great, but it might take a little while to sort of tangle with it, and I can drink while I'm doing that. So, and it's Friday because it took me a while to work out what I was going to do, put it that way. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it. I'll try and get it look as best as I can. It runs pretty much no problem at base graphic settings, so we'll see if we encounter any as I ramp it up a bit. There is some audio stutter. I'll see if I can eliminate that as well, but we'll see. It's mainly in the cutscenes. There is a bit of a slowdown in the voice acting. The voice acting is worth talking about in this game because it is possibly worse than the original Resident Evil voice acting. It's not so bad it's good, it's so bad it's bad. But for a game like this at this time, I don't think it's criticizable in that fashion. It's just like, okay, I'm going to live with that. Let's get on and play the game. So, outside of everything I've said so far, I would highly recommend trying Extermination. As I said, it blew my little cotton socks off. That was... I mean, I got a couple of games with the PlayStation. I think it was like Oni and one of the FIFAs. I forget which one because there's been so damn many. And then I got X-Force or X-Squad or whatever it was, and that was a bit of a letdown, let's put it that way. And I bought that full price, you motherfuckers. I did not enjoy paying full price for that in retrospect. I still have it though, because I don't throw shit like that away, even if it's something I'm probably played an hour and a half of during my entire life. But anyway, and then I picked this up and I was just like, oh, this is how it should be. I approve. Lovely. So anyway guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you have played Extermination, let me know down below in the comments. And also, is there any more Resident Evil clones that you'd like me to talk about? I've played quite a few, but I wouldn't be opposed to playing any I haven't played yet. Any recommendations would be appreciated. Check out Avalanche Gaming if you're interested in Resident Evil and Resident Evil clones. He's done retrospectives of damn near every Resident Evil clone out there, including this one. And the whole Resident Evil series, as well as a whole bunch of other series, and he's a damn good YouTuber. In fact, I will put a link in the description just so you can find him that much easier, because yeah, you don't need to tell him that I sent you, because he won't know me from John, who lives down the street and walks funny. That guy, you know the one. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave it there, and I'll catch you next week.